love me, yeah, they love me. First love yourself. For that, and God we trust me. I don't trust myself. Your jewelry, I get it took. No show.
Welcome back to It Is What It Is. This episode is sponsored by Underdog Fantasy. The app is an easy way to make some cash just by making picks on your favorite players. Underdog is available in more than 30 states, including California, Florida, Texas, and New York, just to name a few. Make sure to support the show by hitting the link in the bio and downloading the Underdog Fantasy app. It will also match your first deposit up to $100, and you get a special pick when you sign up. Of course, I'm Treasure Wilson, aka Stat Baby, along with your hosts, Cam and Mase.
What's up, Mr. Old Boy? I used to get it in Ohio.
What's up, man? Yo, America's feeling the Axe Mase, man.
We need a show.
Yeah, man. They want to know more stuff. I'm getting all type of questions. I said, we can only do this once a week. They said, well, you took last week off, but a lot of people, I was driving here and I just seen like Baller Alert posted a lot of different blogs is picking up these 3-4 minute stories, man. They said Mase is real. He never said nothing and nobody. He kept it silent, man. So, hey, man, I just want to tell you, a lot of people are feeling the answers you've been given to Ask Mase questions, man.
We got to start a show.
Yeah,
another
absolutely.
Show.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Y'all know who to holler at. We'll put a whole nother show together. That ain't about nothing. We'll have a whole Ask Mase right here for 6-7 months because there's a bunch of shit he ain't talked about.
Yeah. And it's good because it's like when you ask a question or I ask a question, we know each other. So you can't lie to me and I can't lie to you.
And not only that, it's like we know each other, so we like pause, because, niggas will be like, okay, yo, how do y'all know each other? It's just petty out here. I be so mad. You know why? Because there's times I be like, I'm not pausing this. Then as soon as I don't, niggas be like, oh, it's crazy. Cam shit is all wild. But the thing about it is that, we can talk to each other, because we talk to each other without the camera about shit, and we know what to say or what not to say. But the thing about it is, a lot of times, you don't really respect the person who's doing the interview anyway. You be like, yo, my nigga, who are you to act? Like, get the fuck out. You're definitely not getting no information out of me like that. So, hey, man, if you want to put it together, absolutely. Yeah. Actually, Stat Show debuts next Friday.
Who's your first host?
Stay tuned. It's all a secret.
It's all a
Yeah, man.
So stay tuned.
Yeah, presented by It Is What It Is. Like he said, find you a Cam and a Mase, and maybe you'll have your own show one day as well. But it's called Check Out the Stat, and I'll let her tell you more about it in the future.
Yeah, stay tuned. Okay, so JJ Redick shared his views on Deion's locker room speech with the Sixers being shared to social media. He said, I grew up in the NBA. The teams I was on, we had plenty of motivational speakers. None of those talks were recorded and then posted to social media. What are we doing now? Is their locker room not sacred? LeBron agreed with JJ's take and said, couldn't have said it better, straight facts. But they've both since erased the messages and the tweets. What is your viewpoint?
It's given, it's given, niggas better watch what they saying.
It's given.
It's given, don't play with Deion, you know? Didn't Deion just send this nigga a pair of sneakers? He just sent you a pair of sneakers, LeBron. LeBron being caught on the mic. And I know this is Cam's, man, this is an Ohio thing. But I'm just thinking about it. Nigga just sent you some sneakers. And now you caught on the mic like Jesse Jackson talking about Obama. It's giving Obama and Jesse Jackson. That's it. You remember when you heard Jesse Jackson call Obama this nigga?
Yeah.
Come on, LeBron. This is giving me Obama and Jesse Jackson. You hating on a nigga doing something for his kids.
Yeah, Jesse Jackson I just remembered that because Jesse ran when we was little and he didn't win. He was hating on Obama won. He was hating on that.
He was hating on Obama.
Nigga, America wasn't ready yet.
Yeah, and then for JJ Redick to do this is definitely. It it was giving racist a little bit, but he cleaned it up. But LeBron always does this. He say something, put it out there, figure out what's the temperature is not going his way. He want to go back to Ohio.
When did he do this before, man?
When he had the book and he was talking about he read the book and he didn't
What
read
book?
that book.
What about?
I think it was like Malcolm X or something. He was talking about he read the book and then all of a sudden he was like, oh, it was a good book.
I don't know. When else did he do this, Mase?
You don't remember the Kyrie thing? That's another thing he did right there. He act like he had Kyrie back. The Nation of Islam got involved. And now he wanted to go Men in Black. That's your guy, Ohio. That's your king.
That's not my king.
That's
That's
your
ain't
king?
nobody my motherfucking king. He my man and all that. He ain't my,
He's your king?
ain't my motherfucking king. He ain't my king. I'm gonna go to JJ Redick.
You go to JJ?
I'm gonna go to JJ Redick. Look, JJ Redick, man, he comes off as just and I don't want to say the wrong word to be insulting or anything like that. And if I, for lack of better phrase, and of course, of lack of no pause, because everybody goes, comes off as a tight ass pause. It's just that if even when you talk to him, I don't know, I haven't ever talked to him. I'm just saying, you see he's strict. He's yelling from the stories you hear. He's coaching 8-year-olds, yelling at them like they're 19-year-olds. And even he was doing an analyst for the announcement for a preseason game. I believe it was yesterday or the day before, if not yesterday. And they were saying something about who's the best duo, and he told them, this isn't first take, all right? And it's like, yo, bro, we just asked you who's the best duo. So he comes on real prude is the word. Forgive me, I didn't want to call him a tight ass pause, but prude is the right word to use. And for what he said is this, like, you know, me and Bud was talking about it earlier. He's from that almost in that Bobby Knight era, man. Like, yo, it's over, bro. It's going to be cameras around. It's going to be media around. You're mad at Dion talking about it was posted to his social media, but at the same time, you think the Sixers are just letting his camera crew come in there and tape without him giving permission? And as far as him saying sacred, I'm pretty sure if these coaches don't, or owners or GMs or whoever, don't want you taping, I'm pretty sure they'd say, get the cameras out of here. Get the cameras out of here. You know,
so was it sacred when they recorded Draymond punching, what you call it, Poole in the face? Is that sacred?
Exactly. Was it sacred when, I know my nigga Gilbert Arena bought the hammer too?
Yeah.
It was,
who had the camera then?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's a bunch of shit that goes on. And what happens is, to me, personally, it's better to have the camera there, because what happens is players going to tell somebody anyway. So now you have rumors. There are rumors flying. Then what happens with rumors? Because it's speculation. You know what I'm saying? I remember, I don't know which team it was, Chris Paul, I think when he played for Houston and he went back to LA and he knew the back door pause to get in to the old LA locker room to start a fight with somebody. You know what I'm saying? Those rumors get out and then it gets speculation. And it's a bunch of other shit. You know, our good homie, our nigga Antonio Brown. He went live from the locker room one day. you know, halftime show. You get what I'm saying? Michael Jordan, you know,
The Last Dance.
Exactly. It's a lot
all that footage is from the locker room.
Exactly. So as far as him saying things being sacred and it's nothing else, you're from like that Bobby Knight, and you're not even that old like Bobby Knight era.
How do you think they pulled the video down though?
So it was a lot of backlash. A lot of for Dion. The nigga, right now you going against Dion.
Yeah, Dion got, see, before they could play with Dion name, because Dion only had black supporters when he was at Jackson State. But now he at Colorado, he got the complexion for the protection.
Yeah, niggas, your complexion got an attitude with you. You know what I'm saying?
like,
JJ Redick.
Come on, JJ. That's what I was thinking. It's given.
And then what also happens is this, is that, you know, JJ Redick is like, you know, we played, you know, cameras there, but this, that, and the third. these kids are getting older and they're not the same kids you were when you were playing. These are not the 18 and 19-year-olds that were from the late 90s or early 2000s. This is a millennial generation. You know, you may have let's say for instance right now, you had a child that was born in 2004.
Yeah.
And then let's say Trump and Biden becomes president. And you have a black child, they may be like, so what are all these white presidents? Like, you know, they used to they remember Barack. You know what I'm saying? So now they like, fuck going on? Everybody white president and all this shit. It's definitely a whole different era. And they have to realize that. And this is what they're growing up in. You got kids that don't know how to tell time with hands on the watch.
Yeah.
Because this is the era. So you can't compare your 19-year-old to their 19-year-old. I do that with music too. You got a lot of people who say, oh, yo, man, this new music is not what I was listening to, not the old rap. Look, let them be the 19-year-old that they were.
Yeah.
They are. Just like your mother ain't like the music when you was 19-year-old.
That makes sense.
You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I think that, you know, you have to let what's going on happen because good, bro. You have to let what's going on happen because you just seem like an old, stubborn, bitter ass nigga if you don't. You know what I'm saying?
And then you got to teach the children because it's funny listening to you because we sound like our kids.
Yeah, exactly. Because we ain't no real haters like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't be hating, but you got to realize, oh, everything is not sacred. Yo, my nigga, attention span is mad short for these kids. Yeah. Why you think they got YouTube shorts? Why you think they do stories? Yeah. Why you think niggas came to me, I know I do movies and shit, so niggas want me to, I won't say the company, they came to me and said, Cam, could you do 12 to 15-minute movies and just do like 10 of them? I'm like, 15-minute whole movie? They say, yeah, this is where the direction that they're going in. I forget what coach it was. I believe it was the NFL last year. I probably have to Google it. He was giving the players, and it might be NBA, I'm going to Google it, I'm going to have to answer before the night's over, to where he was giving his players 15-minute phone time in between every 30, 45 minutes in practice because he knew that they would sneak and do it anyway. So at the end of the day, the coach is thinking ahead of the curve. So where you like, oh man, something have to be sacred in the locker room. And I'm not disagreeing, but it is not hard to say, yo, turn the fucking cameras off. Get these cameras out of here. People want that. Then not only that, you know, I was looking at Kwame Brown. He made a great point. You know, you got Dion's son who does all the social media. Yeah. And you got two sons that's playing for him right now. His first son didn't make it, but he's doing something.
Yeah, I saw that.
Helping the team out. And it's like, yo, that's a nigga who've been like, fuck everything. I'm not going pro. I'm not doing this. He found the niche and it's working for him. And stayed a part of the team. Exactly. So I think that that's very dope. And I think that a lot of these old niggas got to realize, yo, the world is not the same from when you were playing. And stop hating on the new generation. Then don't hate on Dion either, because you had plenty of opportunities to say, yo, is anything sacred? It's been a bunch of shit that ain't sacred. You wait till use Dion to go to Philly, or pardon me, when Philly was in Colorado.
To say it's sacred.
Yeah, to say it's sacred. You could have been said that.
And then you don't say it. Let somebody else say it.
Right. Then you erase it.
Yeah.
Why would you erase it?
That couldn't have been said any better, because I'm sitting here shaking my head like, because it was explained perfect. So,
thank you, man.
Okay. Victor Wembanyama and Chet Holmgren had their preseason matchup the other day. OKC beat the Spurs by 1 point, but which player is your favorite going into the season?
Well, this is interesting because just last year, I was kind of going with Chet, you know. I was. Before he got hurt, that was my player. I'm waiting to hear what Cam got to say.
Mase, Chet was like Wembanyama this year. He was everybody's player. He's everybody's pick.
I'm just making sure.
He was everybody's
just making sure you don't feel a kind of way.
I don't actually.
That I like the winners, you know?
He didn't win anything yet. He hasn't even played a real game yet.
Yeah, they won yesterday.
It's a preseason.
It counts.
It doesn't count.
It creates the culture. Come on, Stack. Come on, Stack. He can't coach it. Come on, Stack.
They already have a decent culture. No say OKC, man.
Oh man.
Okay, well, cool. They have a OKC actually got Shy. He's first team All NBA.
Yeah.
So Kevin Durant was there. Russell Westbrook is pretty cool.
I remember all of this. I remember all of this.
Actually, if you want to go culture, it was the Seattle Supersonics with Gary Payton and Sean Kemp and those boys. So if we going culture, culture been around for a little bit. Yeah.
No, but that was a good game. That was good to see them both competing at a high level. And I like the fact that Wembanyama went out there to play, but also that Czech didn't just let him have his grand opening. Pause.
I agree.
Yeah.
Shaq, they ain't let him have his grand opening. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of wild, but okay. I think this is going to be a really great, first of all, it's going to be great for years to come.
Yeah.
You know, for a lot of years to come. Pause. But I think that this year in particular is going to be really great because I think that everybody has it as a foregone conclusion that Wemby is going to get the Rookie of the Year. And Chet is like, oh, y'all must have forgot. And to be honest, a lot of people did forget, you know, because he didn't play, you know, he got hurt before the season even started.
I call this the Ben Simmons rule.
I'm just about to say that.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you that actually, being that because Ben Simmons won a Rookie of the Year like that.
Yeah.
Let me ask you your opinion on being around a team for a whole year, going to away games, going to practices, going to playoffs if you make the playoffs. Just being around the culture. Do you think that it's fair that players who have that experience, whether it's game experience or not, are still eligible for a Rookie of the Year?
And in my expert opinion, I think that it doesn't. Why are you shaking your head? You asked me a question. I'm just. Do I have the liberty to answer?
The stats start laughing.
Do I have the liberty to answer?
I didn't say anything. Yeah.
Okay. In my expert opinion, I look at it from this vantage point. It's like being a red shirt freshman. You're not really a freshman because you have knowledge of things you wouldn't have if you was a true freshman. And you begin to learn other things that are expected of you. It's almost like having a head start. And because if you're traveling with the team, your body's getting used to the travel. You understand what the coach wants from you. It's like being the coach's son and then being put on the floor. You had the liberty to learn things, to do things. And now you're being put against a person who have never had that experience. So I wouldn't really look at that as a rookie. I think that should be changed.
What do you mean the coaches? So you trying to say something about my niggas? You trying to say something about my niggas in Colorado?
From the aspect of if you in basketball, if you're walking around and let's say you're shooting the shots with the team, but you're still considered not a rookie. You're traveling with the team. So you're learning how to prepare for a game, but you're not a rookie. Then you might be practicing a little bit, but you're not a rookie. Then you come in the next year as a rookie with all of this information, with all of this vantage point, with all of this history, with all of this camaraderie, and now you're producing against a person that have never had that experience. That wouldn't make you a rookie, in my eyes. You know, I'm a purist. That's a great answer.
With that being said, who's going to get Rookie of the Year?
Based upon last night, I could really, really see Wembanyama winning it. Because even though they're playing close, I think it's a foregone conclusion that they're going to just try to give it to Victor. It makes it better for the league.
So all that information you just spewed, you're still not picking Chet.
No, I said it's a foregone conclusion that the fix is in.
Okay, so basically you're saying if Chet gives us a better season, it's Wemby.
It's Wemby.
I like that.
The fix is in.
But what I will say is this, And real quick, Stat, could you find out exactly where Chet is from real quick? I think off that game last night, Wembanyama looked amazing. They had him playing center, listed as center anyway. I think he needs to be at the 3 or the 4. I know
think
he's
that's where the NBA is going. 7'3".
I think he's 7'4". So however tall he is, that nigga he was looking like a 3 minimum. I think it's a foregone conclusion, like you said with Wemby, especially after seeing him last night. But I think Chet is going to be like, well, this is going to be the hardest foregone conclusion that
he's
you've
supposed to make it ridiculously like biased that y'all pick.
It's
Victor.
almost like a boxing match that you know a nigga lost.
He won, but you know they going if it go to the cards.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They're gonna give it to him.
Right, exactly. Where's Chet from?
So he went to Gonzaga, but I'm
go to his wiki. I want to know where he's born
think he's
at.
From Minnesota.
I want to know exactly where he's born at.
Yeah.
Born and raised.
Yeah.
Now look, now that's my point right there, Murder. My point being is this.
That's mid-America. He deserves that Rookie of the Year.
The NBA has not had a white superstar that's from America since Larry Bird. This is the opportunity for America to have a white superstar from America since Larry Bird. Now, don't get me wrong, there's white superstars.
Minneapolis ain't far from Indiana.
But none of them have been from America. It could be Dirk, Donich right now. Yeah. And a list of a
goes on.
A lot of lists.
Yeah.
White American superstar.
Yeah.
The votes might be in for Chet as well, man. This is homemade apple pie right here, my nigga. So
good old boy.
Yeah, it's the good old boy. Dukes ass and shit, my nigga. So you have a lot of, now when you got somebody that's not from this country, you get other country votes as well as the people from this country that's from Paris or France or wherever he's from to vote as well.
Mm-hmm.
But you know how white America feels about white America.
Yeah.
So I think this will be closer than people think if they both played the same way they've been playing they played last night throughout the season.
That's a good point. I didn't think about it like that. And I know, the NBA is desperate for a white superstar.
What, nigga?
We're not racist. One of my favorite players. That's what white people do.
I'm not racist.
One of my favorite players growing up was Rex Chapman.
Yeah. And listen, Larry Bird is in my, listen, to me, and people may argue about it.
I had Larry in my top small forwards.
I was going to say, to me, he might be if it wasn't for LeBron James, I would probably have him number 1. I would probably have Larry Bird number 2 small forward of all time for me, unless I'm just off the top of my head thinking I don't really know another small forward who says I'm going to play the whole game with my left hand, who says, you know what, I'm going to this spot to shoot after I dribble 3 times.
Yeah.
Shoot. Somebody who's busting their ass for so bad that the other team is going crazy and losing them all. Yeah, like I miss that about old basketball, the way you was allowed to talk shit and get away with it and tell niggas, yo, I'm going to have 40 on you, so be easy. And they don't do that no more. So to me right now, and I'm pretty sure after people see this show, they're going to name a whole bunch of other players and be like, oh, Cam, you're bugging. Y'all, listen, let me tell you something about being older. The niggas will be like, oh, you're old, this, and the third. All older means is I know everything you know and more, and I look just as good as you, and I fuck the bitches this your age, and I get more money than you, nigga. So you get the fuck out my face with that shit, nigga.
That's what being older means.
And I'm talking to them niggas in their early 20s, 20 to 25. You're like,
that was crazy.
I'm not talking about teenage. That 20 to 25. Oh, niggas is old. I had a million when I was 20, shorty. How much you got? Still getting way mad millions. And I might look under you because you on. Oh, I look better than you because you on drugs. And you know what's dope about this? I could bone your girlfriend and your mother. So,
So watch how he talk to you,
be
right?
easy, my nigga. Be easy. Hey, be easy talking to me when you 20 to 25. talking that older shit. Yeah, you right. That's a fact, nigga. I love it here.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, man, he said what he
my
said.
goodness.
yeah, man. So, well, I'll leave that there.
Said what he said. And I will say, I think Chet was one of my favorites going into it. I think the favorite isn't Wemby, but I don't know. He has a lot of proof right now. So I think it'll be a real interesting matchup to see. Moving along, NBA Rank is starting their countdown for the best players in the league. But some players they've got at the bottom is Russell Westbrook at 94, Kyle Kuzma at 86, Scoot Henderson at 78, and Chris Paul at 76. And the list goes on. So they're at the bottom of the list.
What do they mean, of all time or right now?
Right now for this season.
Even with right now, that list is crazy. I mean, the people they got. I even saw Van Fleet above Zion. Now, come on.
Yeah, he's at 56.
Now, Van Fleet be balling. Pause for his size. Love Van Fleet. But over Zion, I know what Cam gonna say.
I was waiting for you to finish.
The best ability is availability.
I was waiting for you to finish so I could tell you.
You're right. Put some respect on Van Fleet's name.
Hey, man, I was just waiting for you to finish saying what you had to say.
But yeah, that list was crazy, man. Do you think Russell is falling that far?
I'm pulling
Westbrook?
it up. And I'm pulling up the rankings now exactly, but I heard what she said, and
I'm definitely an early Westbrook fan. I was talking to one of the guys that when Russell went to LA, that was going to be a bad team for him because I know he wasn't going to be able to run with the ball the way he needed to.
So, in a better question, do you think 93 people in the league right now are better?
I absolutely do not think that there is 93 players better than Russell Westbrook right now. I do not think so. I think it has a lot to do with politics and sometimes, the positions that team have you in. If that team, decide from you, and this is something that a lot of young players need to understand. When you go to the league, it's not based upon your skill set. It's about what does this team need from you? Because you may be a great scorer, but this team got a lot of scoring and they need somebody that could play defense. And because of that, you get pushed into a role that's not going to make you the player that everybody knew you should have become since college. But I want to hear what Cam got to say.
I think any sports, outside of tennis, swimming, golf, shit like that, where you're not a team. It's not a team. When I say any sport, whether it's baseball, not necessarily even baseball, but NFL and NBA, they silently push you out.
Yeah.
They find ways to be like, a lot of players, you just don't know what happened to them. You'd be like, you'll be like, he's hurt, or
he couldn't make a team.
Word, or you be like, hey, yo, I ain't see so-and-so in a minute. Where's he at? Like for
I didn't know Rudy Gay played until they brought him to that team.
Right.
I thought he had retired.
Right, yeah. The other day we're watching football. I'm like, yo, where the fuck is Matty Ice at? Tito, he commentating there. I'm like, Matty Ice is a commentator? Where the fuck they get Matty Ice get in the booth? I'm like, niggas kick Matty Ice out. It's crazy. I didn't even know Matty. If I know he was in Atlanta, then he went to Indianapolis. Niggas say, yo, we gonna let you get out of here on the sneak
on
check.
A good term.
Yeah, we ain't gonna make no big deal out of it. Because black niggas start throwing a tantrum.
Yeah.
So, when you white, niggas like, do you have another? Yeah, CBS is looking for somebody to do it. So, I think that's what's going on with Russell Westbrook. I think that Russell Westbrook hasn't found the right situation for his talent. And when he tries to dumb his game down to fit in with the system.
Yeah, he looks horrible.
It doesn't look good. It looks like you're dumbing your game down to fit in with the system. But the problem is that and for me, I'm a Russell Westbrook fan, a big Russell Westbrook fan. But from a GM standpoint, or team or coach standpoint, it goes like this. Played in OKC with KD and James Harden. You played in Houston with James Harden. You played with the Wizards with Bradley Beal.
Mm-hmm.
You played with the Lakers with LeBron James and AD. Now you're with Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. It just doesn't seem like it's working anywhere.
Yeah.
So it's like, damn, man, what's going to happen with Russell Westbrook? And then what happens is this, and I don't know Russell Westbrook to say if he's cool with it or not, but now it goes to this question. We can bring you here, but are you cool with coming off the bench?
Yeah.
Now it becomes,
exactly.
I've never played off the bench. Like Carmelo, I remember Carmelo, and Melo, my nigga, that's my man. But I remember he had got to, I believe it was OKC, and a reporter asked him, yo, are you considering coming off the bench? And Mel was like, yo, you hear this shit, yo? Nigga asking me if I'm coming off the bench. Basically like, fuck you mean I'm coming off the bench? And then when the teams he on doesn't work out and it's seeming like he's not fitting in anywhere, it gets to the point like he's willing to come off the bench because he knows this nigga's not better than him. And Melo understood that. Everybody's not going to have the mental capacity that Melo had to be like, hey, for me to still grab a check and show niggas that I can bust niggas' ass, okay, cool, I come off the bench. Like Allen Iverson, he couldn't come off the bench. He couldn't fathom it.
He couldn't do it.
He was like, oh, hell no, I'll go back to Newport News before niggas bring me off the goddamn bench. And everybody doesn't have that mentality. And I don't know if Russell Westbrook has that mentality. Let me ask you this, though, going back to the list. Do you think Van Fleet is better than Russell Westbrook?
Right now?
Today?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Van Fleet is a much smaller player, but if you gave Van Fleet the amount of shots that Russell used to get, Van Fleet would get 30. He definitely would.
Okay, I'm not mad at that.
Sometimes it's the opportunity.
Yeah.
And he's fearless, all of that.
Van Fleet is an NBA champion as well.
Yeah.
He has championship experience.
But not all, I'm not saying all the time better than Russell. I'm not going that.
Today, we're only going off
just today. That's just for the dummies list.
Is he better than Chris Paul? Because Chris Paul's number 73.
Van Fleet right now, that's going to be an interesting conversation. On Golden State right now.
The conversation is only about today.
Okay.
He's
skill set.
Makes whatever you want to judge it by.
Because this is a tricky one.
Yeah, you gotta think about it.
It is tricky because Chris Paul is still highly gifted right now. So if I had to take somebody on my team, I would go with Van Fleet. And this is why I would go with Van Fleet. He's a winner, Cam. When it boils down to it, I'm from Titletown. That's where I live at. My zip code says 7-game series. That's my zip code. 7-game series.
All right, so so you're taking him over Chris Paul
any day, right now.
Okay, since you're from Titletown,
yes,
somebody else that Van Fleet is ahead of that also lives in your area code in Titletown is Klay Thompson.
Oh, now that's different.
He got a big house up there.
He got a big house in Titletown.
So
he got more garage. You
got more square feet.
Yeah.
So are you taking Van?
That was crazy, killer. More square feet.
Time out. If you're going square feet is wild. That's reaching. Square feet?
Yeah, that was great.
Nah, I'm not. No, pause. Square feet is crazy. Square feet is reaching.
Cam, I let that pause. I let it go.
Square feet is not. No, it's status. Square feet reaching. That's crazy. Absolutely.
But I want to hear his explanation.
I would like to.
Go ahead.
I would like that. Square feet is reaching. I mean, not reaching.
For the commentators, for all those that are watching right now, go in the chat right now and let Cam know that's not reaching.
Square feet. Nah, y'all.
You said he got more square feet.
More square feet, yes.
All right. Go ahead.
I guess you just making entertaining yourself today.
Something we don't know.
Yeah, I'm missing this one. I don't know.
Let's go on.
But the question actually was for you: is you taking Van Fleet over Klay Thompson because he's ranked?
Absolutely not. Absolutely,
he's
not.
ranked ahead of.
This is when it stops.
Yeah, he's ranked ahead.
This is where it stops.
Of
Who made this list? Who made the list? Yeah. See, as an expert, y'all got to start bringing a list to me and Cam. I'm telling you, because I don't know who's making this list, but you're outside of the coach even saying that.
Yeah. Nobody
would be in the park, the NBA, or the NCAA and pick Van Fleet over Klay Thompson. You just wouldn't do that. Yeah. So I want to know who was thinking that.
So to answer your question, it's an ESPN panel. So it's reporters, editors, producers, and analysts. So that's what they
they don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah. Last one.
I don't care where it comes from.
Last one. This guy doesn't live in Titletown, but Van Fleet's ahead of him also. CJ McCullough.
Again. No. CJ McCullough is a pause. He's a bucket from anywhere. Like if you put CJ McCullough, that's who they need to get in Golden State. He would do the same thing Jordan Poole was doing in Golden State. Who made this list, ESPN? ESPN, come talk with us, man.
Yeah.
We're available.
Yeah, absolutely.
The best ability is availability, and Cam and I are available.
That's
Pause.
a fact.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let us know your thoughts on the list. When we return, we will get into our Underdog fantasy picks. Don't go anywhere.
She called this thing about toxic. 4 years and counting. Got you feeling like an option. Maybe I'm my own problem, babe. She tired of hearing I don't know. My stubborn in me won't fall. Dealing with this thing called trust. But she really thinking about it. She wanna be free. Why am I in this woman wanna be free?
Welcome back. So let's get into our Underdog fantasy picks of the day. On Sunday, the Panthers will play the Dolphins. Underdog fantasy has Tua at 282.5 passing yards. Do you have him higher or lower?
282 for Tua.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm gonna go higher right now. It doesn't seem like there's nothing Tua can't really do right now. 282 is a lot. Pause.
Not for Tua. I just think that their running game is so good right now. They have so many different weapons, whether it's passing, whether it's running. He may not need 282 for them to win, but I'm going to go higher as well on the 282.
Okay. Tyreek Hill is at 95.5 receiving yards. Do you have him higher or lower?
I'm going higher. Niggas running 22 miles per hour. You gotta believe.
Yeah. I'm gonna go higher as well. Look, Tyreek is one of them dudes that it's a situation where everybody knows he's gonna get the ball. You can't do nothing about it. Tyreek could get a 3-yard pass and turn it into a 60-yard gain. So one pass could go for 60 yards. So I'm gonna go higher as well.
Yeah.
Okay. And rookie quarterback Bryce Young is at 215.5 passing yards. Do you have him higher or lower?
That's tricky. Because if he get to 225, then he might be ready to win the game. So I'm gonna go, but I'm still gonna go higher, just in case.
I'm gonna go lower. I don't think he's gonna get to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make sure to download the Underdog Fantasy app and you can make your picks too. Okay, so we talked about NBA ranks bottom of the list, but CBS Sports has their top 100 list for the season. So first they have Jokic, then Giannis, Steph, Luka, then KD. Do you agree with the top 5?
My nigga in there. Now me and the family do, nigga. Now we been top
KD,
five. I'll tell
top
you.
five.
Now we in the family do. KD, Unc, what's up? Vern, what's up? You know I'm pulling up next couple of weeks. First home game, I'm gonna be there, man. We been top fiving.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
We been top fiving for a minute, man. Me and the family, you know how we do.
That's good. Who's in the 6 through 10?
Embiid, Jason Tatum, Devin Booker.
So the top, so let me read it to you real quick.
Yeah.
So it goes, Joker's 1, Giannis is 2, Curry's 3, Luka's 4, Kevin Durant's 5, Joel Embiid 6, Jason Tatum 7, Devin Booker 8, Jimmy Butler 9, Damian Lillard 10, Shai from OKC 11, LeBron James 12, Anthony Davis 13, John Morant 14, Kawhi Leonard 15, Donovan Mitchell 16,
Come
Paul
on, that's
George
crazy. That's crazy.
17, Jamal Murray 18.
I don't need to hear no more, Cam. I really don't need to hear no more.
You're getting the attitude with me about
Who make this list, man?
So look, so you know, the list that we read last segment, ESPN, this is CBS's top 100.
Okay, I can understand that. It's CBS.
What you trying?
What?
Because guns or no guns. Ja is past. Who was that? Who was that? Anthony Davis? Ja is better. Any basketball player right now gonna say Ja is better than Anthony Davis with no guns involved. No guns. Guns or no guns. I'm going he's better. Because I know people are trying to predict what they think is gonna happen because Ja is not gonna be there. But come on, put some respect on Ja's name.
Yeah, you know, last year when we first started doing the show, Ja was going through a lot of shit that he's going through. And, you know, we was just giving our opinion and advice. But when it come to that basketball shit, that nigga, that motherfucker a problem, bro.
Yeah.
And I know you may not fuck with us because all the shit we was talking about with the guns and everything else. But we have nothing but respect for your basketball game. You're a fucking monster. You a killer. And you don't cheat niggas. Like when he gets out there, that's why he gets hurt because he's willing to sacrifice his body to.
We're gonna pause this whole segment.
Yeah. Like he's willing to sacrifice his body for the better of his team. And, you know, even a lot of people may argue that 2 years ago, if Jordan Poole didn't grab his knee or whatever it was, that they may have been able to beat Golden State the year Golden State won the championship. So John Morant not being in the top 10, I dig that. But I understand.
You dig that?
No, I dig where they're coming from. I'm not saying from a basketball skill-wise, but you have to realize it's two things that's happening. He's going to miss the first 25 games. And what's going on now, to even be eligible to win an award, you have to play at least 67 games. So you can't make first team, second team, and third team.
Award, though.
Yeah, no, I'm just telling you the rules of the NBA. I'm not saying they're right or wrong. I'm just telling you that you have to play at least 67 games to be nominated for defensive player, first team, second NBA, MVP. Any NBA award, you have to play a minimum of 67 games. Now, do I think John Morant deserves to be in top 10? Absolutely. Do I think even missing 25 games, he could produce enough to make third team All-NBA? Absolutely. I'm just telling you what's going on. I'm not saying that I agree with it.
I don't think I think even if all these other players are playing, they miss that many games. So I don't know where that's coming from. Anthony Davis missed that many games, or, you know, these niggas take off that many games and they're not in suspension.
This is true. But this is why I think that Adam Silver and the rest of the crew is basically saying, we can't keep giving y'all niggas awards.
They probably started this list to motivate that.
Maybe so. What do you think about LeBron not being in CBS's top 10?
I think that's crazy because, you know, I'm not a LeBron hater. I'm looking at it from an objective view. And when you're being objective, you just got to be honest. When I look at this list, I still don't see anybody there that if LeBron is healthy in that second group that probably would stop him. You know, like I could see Giannis and them running past them, but I could see Joker running past them. But when they start getting into that that
let's do this.
group,
We got the top
LeBron
five.
is strong.
We got the top five. I'm not mad at the top five. Joker, Giannis, Steph, Luka, Kevin Durant. Let's do this for LeBron. Let's do 6 through.
I would have put Booker over Luka. To me, Book is like, he's in that Kobe class. People is not ready to really say that yet, but he's in that class from his mentality, the way he approached the game, the way he goes out and get a bucket. I wouldn't have been mad if they replaced Luka with Devin Booker. I don't think Luka is better than Devin Booker, even with free tickets in Dallas. I don't put him over Booker. Because when people look to me, they look for me for the truth.
Well, my thing is this. I'm not necessarily disagreeing with you. I love Devin Booker. I'm a big Devin Booker fan. I'm a Luka fan as well. But my thing with Luka is this: does he make his team better? I think a lot of times Luka has been playing professional basketball so long, because, in his country, he's been playing since he's 15, professional basketball, that he doesn't.
Luka is nice.
Yeah, he just doesn't trust his teammates, to me, and they're not going to win by yourself. It seems like times he'll get frustrated, or he doesn't want to pass it, and it doesn't translate to help your team out. I think he's an exceptional talent, but is he making his team better? Like when Kyrie got there last year, you could see an awkwardness. Maybe they'll fix it this year, because it was almost like LeBron and D Wade.
Yeah, like, okay, you go, then I go.
Because it's one of them situations like, okay, I finally got a nigga I respect. Who's going to take the last shot? You going to take it? You going to take it? And then Kyrie is like, I came to dance, but it's still your team. Or maybe they figure that out this year. But even before,
I don't think Luka game is the win. And I'm being honest. Like, some players just have a game that's just a play. They're not actually playing to win. They're just there to get their stats and then be like, oh, I scored 40 or I scored 30s. And you'll notice that, because when it comes to the other side of the ball, and playing defense, that's not going to be his strong suit. He's just playing for offense.
I wouldn't put that on him. I see him get upset when they lose. I mean, everybody wants to win. I'm not going to say Luka doesn't want to win, but I don't know if his game translates into helping his team be better. So that's what I'm saying.
That was an educated way to say he's not winning. Because if he's not making the team better, they're not winning.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm totally in agreement with that. Like, you got to realize, like, look, before KD got there, they sent Phoenix home.
Yeah.
They, when the Devin Booker wasn't there, and they went into Phoenix and blew them out in the game 7, they sent them niggas home. They just lost in the next round. So I think that he's just as good as any all-star out there. But is it going to translate into a championship? That's the real question. But the question I want, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and players that watch, it is what it is. You got to stop getting upset with hearing the truth. Go work on your game. Don't get mad at me, nigga. I'm here telling the truth. If somebody else should have told you this. Maybe the niggas passing you the ball ain't telling you this. I'm the only one telling you the truth. And then you want to run up on me. Don't do it. Don't do it. Listen, I'm that angel on that side. You got all of the nigga that told you go out and don't work out. I'm the other side. You got to work on your game, man. Stop getting mad at us. It is what it is.
Yeah, and Bob gave us a great idea. Next week, I think that next Tuesday, to be exact, because we start off the week with football, we're going to have an Is What It Is top 10 NBA. Our prediction for the NBA. Stat included on the judge.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, we'll do top 20. We'll do our top 20 on It Is What It Is. But last thing on this topic for me, you're saying LeBron should be in the top 10. So we read 1 through 5. I'm going to read 6 through 10, and you tell me who he's replacing on this list. And you may have a few people he may replace. Joel Embiid is number 6. Jason Tatum is number 7. Devin Booker is number 8. Jimmy Butler is number 9. Damian Lillard is number 10. On CBS's list.
Jason Tatum.
I'm going to say Jimmy Butler.
Kimmy Butler.
Don Diva.
Don Diva.
I would say on this list, I would.
But the reason I said Jason Tatum, because even Kimmy Butler, does things when it count. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I put him over.
Okay. Well, let us know you guys' thoughts on the list. We're going to go to break. And then when we return, we will talk about the Olympics adding flag football.
She called this thing about toxic. 4 years and counting. Got you feeling like an option. Maybe I'm my own problem, babe. She tired of hearing I don't know. My stubborn in me won't fall. Dealing with this thing called trust. But she really thinking about it. She wanna be free.
Welcome back. In 2028, the Summer Olympics plans to add cricket and flag football as an event. So far, flag football sparked interest in Dolphins wide receiver Tyreek Hill. He said, calling all NFL guys, let's bring one home. Thoughts on this?
Flag football should be easy for them. I mean, especially they're running 22 miles per hour. And then you take the rookie that I was talking about running 21 miles per hour. Nobody's going to be able to catch them.
I just think niggas is always trying to fix some shit that ain't broke. Why don't we just play 7-Eleven, run 7 humps and 7-11 kisses? Why don't we just bring the dice game to the Olympics, bring craps and CeeLo? Like, why y'all always trying to reinvent some shit that don't need to be reinvented? Now niggas want to play flag football, man. For what? Well, I mean, I'm not knocking it if it's going to bring more.
Play rugby.
Yeah, like it's
Tell
a
them
bunch
niggas
of
play rugby.
it's a
Make a
bunch
New
of
York
shit, man. Look, if they really want to spark interest in the Olympics, seriously, they should get people who just got out of rehabilitation, drugs, and give them a chance, because that way they'll have a better start in life, because crackheads are official. Them niggas is mad athletic. They carry mad TVs. They climb fire escapes, all type of shit. Them niggas is in shape. This way you could give people fresh out of rehab an opportunity in life so they don't have to go back to drugs. That would be my suggestion before flag football.
That was crazy.
Definitely different, but honestly, I think we would be tuned in.
We would definitely be watching, right?
Not gonna lie.
That's a fact, man. I know I got a nigga my man up in Polo Grounds, my nigga buzzing, man. That nigga jump off top of the monkey bars trying to jump in the garbage can, man. Matter of fact, you know what? After the credits, I'm going to put a video up of my man buzzing. Hey, yo, Pusha G's, what's up, G's? We going to use your footage and we going to try and go for this rehabilitation Olympics. But the footage after the credits is my man buzzing, and the information is coming from my man Pusha G's page. This is actually a less fortunate guy jumping off the monkey paws,
Olympics.
trying to get into the garbage can.
Rehab Olympics is
Rehab
crazy.
Olympics, baby.
It's all about entertainment. That's what we're here to see. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thanks for watching. And as always, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Two Big Macs, like when they doing them 2 for $5.
Up in the air, all right, go. Go. Wait. Oh.